You're absolutely correct, because when I was in all these interactions that I've had with Nambi sir, it's always been about the spy case and my essential belief that this man is completely innocent. And the only narrative that is built around you, Nambi sir, is that of the colossal injustice that you went through. But that is it. That is what it has been till now. In fact, for anyone who has not read your book or known in detail about you, what he's saying is correct. Many people would not even know about what you've done before 1994, before the spy case actually came to light. So I think that's amazing. Why have you underplayed it? Why? Okay, let me put it to you differently. When you were arrested and when everything happened after that, and your family, what it went through, and which is all depicted in the movie, why did you never scream from the rooftops talking about your own professional background, what you had done for the country, your achievements, your service for the country? Because if there was one thing which actually would have left you unblemished, it is what you had done for the country. That the worst thing that can happen is a person with your record being called a spy. Why did you never play up your own life story yourself, Nambi sir? Why didn't you do that?
Arnab, the allegation is that I have sold rocket secrets. Assuming that I keep telling that whatever I have done for this country doesn't mean that allegation is true or untrue. My job at that time, till that time, I was getting paid for the job, and then I had a dream. I had a dream of making this country as a superpower, space power. I never thought that it is necessary for me to boast around and talk about it, etc. And there are certain areas where it is not necessary, it is not wise to talk about many things what you have achieved, because I don't want the entire world to know what we are doing in depth. That is one part of it. But the other part is, now I am being told that I am charge sheeted saying that I have done this crime. So at that time, in my presence, in front of me, it is necessary to prove that I am innocent. So I kept on talking about that. I didn't do this crime. I have not met these ladies. I don't know anything what you are talking about. And my mind was telling me that I have to prove that I am innocent, which I was working on. It never occurred to me that by saying that I have contributed this much to the nation, etc., will help me out in that sense. That's the reason why I was not screaming.
Why did you think so? Because, okay, what if, the world didn't know, your detractors, your critics did not know about your background and the fact that you had put your own life at risk, that you had taken tremendous challenges, you had given up many opportunities, and people accusing you of taking a bribe to spy on your own country would perhaps have not been able to speak back had they known that you had given up all financial opportunities in life to serve your country. You had enough material out there. Why did you never use that material to defend yourself?
You see, the point is certain aspects of the cryogenic contract with the Russians. It was to be scrapped based on the US direction. And then the associated activities with that, which was done with the knowledge of some of the very top officials of ISRO. I felt, and it is mandatory, and I also think even now I am right, not to talk about this in public. It is not necessary. Why should I talk about it? What is necessary is to bring that technology to the country and then make the country powerful and then meet my goal, namely that space power. So honestly, even today, I never feel bad for not talking about it. Why should I talk about it? What do I gain by that? By talking about it, do you think that I will prove I am innocent? But I have to prove my innocence through the other methods. I have not seen this. I have not seen these girls or ladies you are talking about. So that is how it went through. It is also, this is known to the chairman of the organization and to the topmost people of the organization in the country. So there is nothing for me to talk about. In spite of that, this is happening to me. So to whom should I go and tell that I have done this much? And why are you telling me that I have done this crime? To whom? To public? I don't think so. People who mattered, they knew what is what.
Wow.
You see, this is most important for me.
The people who mattered knew.
Yes.
But how many stood by you?
In the beginning, yes, nobody stood by me.
So why? Why is it? And the question which comes to my mind, and many viewers of this movie will ask themselves, that when one of India's best minds in the world of space, an area where we still don't have, we have not harnessed that kind of brain power yet, when one of the greatest, or perhaps the greatest mind in that area, who's experimenting in an area which can be completely transformative for the future of this country, is made to go through this, why is he lonely? When you, by your own admission, are saying that the biggest people, the most powerful people, the knowledgeable people, the people in the sector knew your background and therefore knew your innocence, why were you lonely? Why is it? Why were you left on your own, even if it for a day or a month? I don't know how many months. But why?
I'll try to answer that question. Take, for example, during the year 1994, we never had the cryogenic technology. The cryogenic technology comes 10 years later. But the allegation is I have sold the cryogenic technology. Now, the cryogenic technology is not there with us, is known to all, everybody. Number two, they say that this cryogenic technology is used to make missiles. Even today, there is not even a single missile in the world using the cryogenic technology. Now, these are two facts I just presented for your information. Now tell me, forget about this case. These are the two allegations. Now tell me why this, you think that this allegation, these truths are not known to the people concerned, including my chairman, sir? They know. But then the question is why they didn't answer. I think you should find the answer from them, not from me. But I can try to tell them why they should. It was a shock for them. They did not know. See, in ISRO, we are a different community. This community minds its own business. Now, all of a sudden, something comes like this, they were all wonderstruck. But why I say this is, after some time, after 2 years, the people like Professor Satish Dhawan, Professor U.R. Rao, Yashpal, University Grants Commission Chairman, Professor Chandrasekhar, and Rodam Narasimha, all these people came out with a open letter. In that open letter, they categorically said what we were talking about.
Which year was this?
That is 1994, this case occurred. This was 1996 or 97. They came out with a open letter published all over the press. Now my question to you is, can I say my people didn't react to this? The point I can make maximum is they didn't react in the proper time. They didn't say this in the proper time. But then still your question is valid. Even for a day, they say, let me not ask any other favor from them. I am not asking any favor from anybody. For that matter, I don't want their support at all. My point is that, is it not true that we didn't have